everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are talking about something a little different than our normal topic.
We're getting out there on this. Tanner just told me the topic right before the video started. We're getting...
Yeah, it's a little outside the box.
Follow us. We're gonna go on a trip. Hold on tight.
So please hang with us through this and let us know what you think. Today we're talking about, is the Matrix real? Are we living in a simulation?
RenderForce.com.
Can you, and anybody's like, that's stupid, can you prove or not?
Exactly.
And so many things happen all the time. That
All
are
the time.
Like ghost. Like, people are like, well, that's ghost. If people don't believe in ghosts, you can argue this is all fake. We're in a simulation. Everything you feel, think, it's all fake.
Maybe you're
and
seeing
ghosts
outside
glitches.
of it. It's a glitch. You're seeing outside of it.
It's a glitch in the system.
What is deja vu? What is deja vu? Is that a glitch in the system? Is that you living it out twice? What is it? Crazy. Can you prove that we're not in a simulation?
It's crazy. Like I can't remember who or where I heard it from, but somebody was talking about this really intellectual guy, and he was like, one thing that keeps me up at night is people can't prove we're not in a simulation.
Yeah. It's scary.
As a matter of fact, I went to see, are you familiar with Dr. Kaku?
I feel like I'm walking into a joke right now.
No, read to me what that says.
Michio Kaku is an American theoretical physicist, futurist, and popularizer of science. He is a professor of theoretical physics in the City College of New York.
So no, you are not walking into a joke. Dr. Kaku is real.
He's a real person.
He's a real person. He actually, now this part you're going to be like, this is definitely a joke. It's true. He was at Chattanooga State.
Really?
Me and Holly went to see him. Yep. And one thing he brings in, and this is one thing, and I'm going somewhere with this. He brings in a thing. He said this. He said, how many people in here have you ever felt in your entire life like you were the only real person and everyone around you is fake? He said, raise your hand if you feel that way. So many people, hands up, hands up. He said, you all are crazy. Because I'm the only real person. All of you are fake.
That's awesome.
But think about that. I know, he's a super intelligent guy. And he's really witty.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. But anyways, think about that for a second. Why do you get that feeling that you're the only real person and everyone around you is fake? Have you ever felt like that, Tanner? I have.
I don't know.
Have you never felt like, and it's weird because you talk about, are you in the Matrix?
Yeah.
And why every now and then do you get that feeling of like, this is all fake. Like, everyone around me feels fake. I'm the only real person. It's a real phenomenon. Well, people feel it all the time, just like deja vu.
Well, something that I've always felt is like, you're walking downtown and you pass a person. That person is literally going to go home to their family and have a life that you know nothing about.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of people are going to be like, well, of course they are. But if you actually
But what happens if they go around the corner and just disappear?
Yeah,
they're not really there.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're throwing in some really crazy things. If you want to get, we'll have to do another video where if you actually make people stop and think that every single person is living their own life. And
yeah, that's crazy to think about.
I know people are gonna be like, they've done drugs. We're talking about this one. They have done drugs. No, we're getting to a point. But anyways, for another video.
Right.
Video for today is this real? And can you prove it? You talked about deja vu. We talked about ghosts. How many times have you seen something or saw something and you're like, oh, that's interesting, and you saw it the rest of the day? Everywhere you looked, there it was. You heard a song, it was on the radio 2 or 3 times.
Or you see something out of the corner of your eye. You know, I was told whenever I was younger that your brain is so smart that like when you're walking like across a bridge, your brain has already counted how many pieces of wood make up the bridge.
Wow.
And it's in your brain, but you can't access it.
I've never heard that.
That when you look, like I'm looking over there, your brain has already worked out what is on there, even though you didn't consciously look over there and be like, oh, this, and this.
I don't know, but I think that's more of like you look around the way and your brain doesn't really pay attention. It's like unnecessary information.
Right. But that your brain is storing it. If you could access that part of your brain.
Are you getting on to like the Matrix topic that we're talking about?
Yes. That if you could access that part of your brain, you would know that. And maybe, just maybe, that deja vu, ghost, stuff like that, is moments where you are temporarily accessing that part of your brain and it's letting you see what is actually there.
Wow.
Because who's not to say that Nick got in a car wreck 6 years ago and is in a coma and he's dreaming all of this? All of this is a dream. This is a shitty dream right now, but it's a dream.
One other thing, what if somebody else is in a coma and we're in their dream?
Exactly. And they're dreaming
and as
about...
soon as they wake up, it ends.
Right.
Reality ends for us because our reality is based within their coma dream. As soon as they become conscious, our
that's the
existence
scary
ends.
part. We would never know. You would never know.
We talked about, is this the Matrix, but what if this is all a dream?
It could. It literally
someone
could be
else's dream.
Or think about this. This could literally, all of this, be Jubilee's dream.
It's a dog's dream.
All of this
our
could be my puppy dog's dream.
Is within, in all the context of what we know of our existence, is just based off of an actual world, and this is just somebody's fictional dream world. Or everything we know is based off an actual world, and some entity or some being or some people are actually keeping us from birth into a simulation, studying us or using...
Kind of like
in
the
movie,
Terminator.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Or like even like the Matrix movie, using us for fuel or something like that. Or somebody just wants to control the human being population. Like we finally, like, what if World War II went opposite?
Yeah, went in the opposite direction.
What if the Nazis actually took over? Instead, for some reason, the Nazis were like, well, you know what? Instead of like killing them, let's just put them in here and they're doing something. They're like, we have a purpose for this. Like we're using their blood, we're using all this, but so they're not just kept in sleep. So they're actually exercising and moving and stuff. We're gonna put them in liquid and hook them up. Like we'll say technology went way advanced. We don't know any of that because as soon as we were born, before we had memories, we were hooked up to a machine, put into water, so they can get our organs, our blood, and everything. So you start thinking about it, it's insane.
Have you seen the movie Repo Man?
Yes.
In Repo Man, at the end of it, like the last part of the movie, you're like, oh shit, look at this. And then all of a sudden it flashes back and they've put him on that machine and he's dreaming all of it. That's scary, man. It's scary. And literally...
Wait, was that the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's like... No, that's Total Recall.
Yeah, that's Total Recall. That's a
great
great one, too.
They put the memories in his head.
Yeah.
So the whole thing... See, a lot of people say, was the movie real or was the whole thing just his trip?
Exactly. See, that's...
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Like, yeah. Oh, God. I love that.
I think some people were watching this and be like, I'm not watching this video. Like, I'm turning off. This is stupid.
No, you never know. There could be somebody out there.
Anyway, so yeah. So I mean, think about that for a second. So you know, and it's so crazy if you think about, like, especially like I said with the whole World War II thing, because it could literally go in the. I mean, like, so we're taught the history that we know, but in actuality, what really could have happened is that it went the other way, and they're just putting these memories in us while they're like using us for like blood or whatever. I mean, think about that. I mean, and people are like, that's stupid, that doesn't exist. But can you prove that's not what's happening?
You can't. That's the fucked up part. Is you cannot prove it.
And there's more weird, like we talked about deja vu, ghost, UFOs. There's more weird shit weird crap that happens on Earth that would be more explained by all this being fake than it would be being real.
And you have to think, everything that you believe today is because someone told you that's how it was. School, religion, everything was, you believe it because someone told you that's how it was and that's how it works. You throw a ball up in the air, it falls down because of gravity. Not because of water, it falls because of gravity. Because that's what you were told.
I mean, not to go, two points I want to make here real quick.
We're not making a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
We're just saying.
Shane Dawson will sue us. He will come through that door and say he shook and slap both of us.
he would come through the camera and just
pat,
smack.
Like handfuls of money. Pat, pat.
Yeah.
Ow. I know, I actually love Shane Dawson. He's hilarious. But anyways, we're so bad about getting off of tangents
I know,
here.
yeah, we're bad.
But shout out to Shane Dawson. Me and my wife love your videos. The doubt he'll ever see this, but if he did, though.
We're like 11 minutes in.
Okay, so anyways, to keep going with what I was saying, I do want to throw, right here towards the end of the video, I do want to throw one thing out. We're not saying that, like, government manipulation, or we're not saying like there's no God, and we're not saying like science is fake. We're not saying any of that.
No.
We're not saying that. We're very careful. We don't disclose our actual political or religious beliefs or anything. We're not saying that at all. We're not saying that. We're just saying, think for a moment. Like, think outside the box. And really, if you really think about it, going back to my wish thing, if you really think about it, like, it could be.
It could be.
You can't say that it's not. You can't say that all those things, like, all that is real, but yet, what about for you? Like, put it on you, the viewer, for a second. You know, are you the only real one? Are we just some anomaly in the Matrix, like when the thing started typing, to bring it up to you? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. Like we talked about deja vu, ghosts, UFOs, weird things happen all the time. Shane Dawson, his conspiracy, he talks about, was it the Mandela effect?
Yeah.
He talks about that all the time.
Yeah.
All those weird things.
Mandela effect.
He talks about government conspiracies and stuff. Well, explain this, explain that, explain this. Reptile people. What if it's just as simple as none of this is real? We're just in a simulation.
Literally, you're seeing what they want you to see, or you're seeing glimpses into what's really there.
I think we'll leave them with that. Let them think about that. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah. Leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought about this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Think about subscribing. You can check us out every Monday at 8 a.m. if you're on YouTube, or if you're... Go ahead.
I was actually going to say one other thing. Leave a comment on YouTube down below, or on Anchor. Leave us a voice message if you think of anything that's weird, strange, that's hard to explain, that could either further our case, or if you have your own interesting thought, that'd be like, well, if you guys want to think about this for a minute, we'll do a whole video on it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's it for me.
That's it for me. Thanks for coming along, guys. Think about downloading Anchor. You can get this on any podcasting app, but Anchor is the one that we go through specifically to put this out there into the world for you to consume.
Anchor's my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. I use Anchor I listen to a ton of podcasts riding the motorcycle and stuff. But thanks for coming along, guys. See you next Monday.